What's up, boys? We're back with some more Tower of Babel, and today we're going to try a full forking chain lightning build. So every time chain lightning pierces, it has a chance to split into multiple projectiles. So we're going to try and bless the piercing chance thing and get that as high as possible. Got the evasion skill cooldown reduction ring still. Trying out the mana per skill cast thing so that we can spam the special attack a bit more. It looks like this attack speed thing is only on special crits now. I thought that used to be on basic attacks as well, but that might have been nerfed a bit, so we do actually need to use special attacks for that. Fire skill cooldown reduction, healing, lightning cooldown reduction, basic attack speed, skill damage, free purge cast, free any skill cast, mostly the same still. We're just giving up the extremely strong 50% evade and movement speed on damage taken boots in order to really try out the chain lightning. Probably need a decent bit more investment into survivability to help make up for the boots though. Piercing, so we'll bless that, and I guess start pumping that up. Won't do anything at all yet, but I want to see if we can get that close to 100% for the chain lightnings. Sounds pretty funny. Basic attack, yep. Some early XP. Swamp is pretty good. Lots of persistent AoE damage to trigger healing effects and the extra slowing effects. Double attack speed to proc stuff more often. We can probably ban that. Not going to go super hard on the meta progression stuff on this run since we're giving up so much with the boot slot here. Dragon's Breath, I don't think so. I'll grab some more piercing. Can probably ban Curse as well. Spinning Blade actually would work with a piercing, I guess. I don't know if it's all that great. I guess we could try it here. Double basic attack. Our choice of any of the frost skills we want. I feel like Frost Arrow is one of the better ones, assuming that can pierce, which I think it can. I believe it has a bit of an AoE effect for every enemy it hits. Crit damage and range are both decent. Let's go with some of that. And then for the other bless, we'll probably want either crit chance or projectile counts to just get a ton of chain lightnings going. Grab some more basic attack for now. Chain lightning, nice. Now we just need to level that up and get some good piercing chance to go with it. Probably grab a frost arrow level here to improve the crowd control a little bit. I don't really care about any of these. I guess Ice Orb will be decent with the piercing stuff. How many skills do we have left? One. So we'll want to grab either Purge or a Fire skill with that. Probably Phoenix would be good if we could find it. Probably take the crit damage here. Double projectile count, yep. Probably just take the ice orb level for now. Purge, if we want that. I guess that will probably help the most with the boss. Although it's definitely a pretty big mistake to not have a fire skill for the belt cooldown reduction. So I probably could have planned that a bit better. I do think there should be a way to see the total number of skills you have on a window that's actually usable while you're leveling up. Kind of weird, you have to go through several different menus to check that every time in the middle of the run. Double chain lightning, yep. Probably the swamp level here. We could also reroll. I have all the skills locked in so we can try and fish for higher level stuff now. That's even worse. Attack power is okay. We could just improve the stats on that to trigger the chain lightnings more often, and that sounds more fun, though it might be a bit less damage. Projectile count. I kind of like cast speed. That will lower the cooldown of chain lightning, and then the flat reduction we get from the chest will be more effective. That gets some decent projectile count at that level. Chain lightning. Double basic attack or XP. Probably grab that. Ooh, triple piercing, yes. Does chain lightning get any piercing when it levels up? No. So it will only come from that. Let's see, where was it? So 50%. Chain lightning or XP. That might pay off since we're still fairly early in. The main thing is that we get more piercing so that it has more opportunities to fork every time it does that. Double evade. chain lightning. Double basic attack. Triple damage reduction. That'll help quite a bit since we're missing a lot of survivability without my normal boots. Oh, is that a unique jewel? I've only found one of those ever before, I think. This doesn't actually help me in the run, but I want to see what it does. Cold skill critical hits increase chill effect slow by 55%. Sounds pretty good. We actually could put that in there if I want to keep using that ring. For now, we'll keep leveling the chain lightning. So it seems like you just get a random legendary effect you can get on any of the gear on the unique jewels. Since that's what the two I've gotten so far have both been. Frost arrow, that's fine. Double projectile count is very good. Could use more piercing, but 50% projectile count on that's not bad. Those stats just aren't really that great for it. We'll take attack speed for more triggers. So we want to get crit chance on that if possible. Get the cooldown reduction stuff triggering more. But if we don't find that soon, I might just have to throw it on something else that's decent. I guess the projectile count would have been fine. I probably should have done that once we saw it. Damage. Double swamp. That might actually help more with the boss, but decent projectiles on it at least. chain lightning or attack speed. Let's go here. Oh god, it's starting to lag. Perfect. Probably take the evade here. Might trigger some more chain lightnings every once in a while. Another chain lightning. Yup. Triple swamp. I want it, but I think that's probably better. It's a lot of crowd control and persistent damage to trigger healing effects. Double basic duration would be swamp and maybe the ice orb. Not that great, I think. This will trigger more chain lightnings. Triple crit chance. Okay, nice. We can bless that. And that'll be huge for the chest jewel I have that gives the flat lightning reduction on critical. Movement, or we could get attack speed and trigger chain lightning more. Damage reduction or more chain lightnings. Projectile, I think it's probably too late for that now. 2.5 minutes until the boss is out. We're just absolutely destroying every wave of enemies with the forking chain lightnings. I think this is the highest AoE damage I've had before. Probably take that to maybe proc the chain lightnings a bit more. But why not? guess 35% projectiles is pretty nice there. Double chain lightning, 4 times attack speeds. Yup. More projectiles on the basic attack. Probably just grab the purge level to help out with the boss here in a moment. A little bit of attack speed. None of those are super helpful, and that's a very big damage increase. Ooh, more piercing. I don't know if that'll do a ton on the boss, but may as well. Where did that magnet go? I might have already grabbed it. Kinda wanna jump into the crows and trigger a bunch of chain lightnings over here. I don't know if it'll help on the boss, but it's fun. Projectiles or piercing. $11 million chain lightning. Pretty impressive for only level 9. Spinning blade's not bad for only level 1 actually. That should benefit from the piercing pretty decently. Definitely should have had a fire skill, probably Phoenix, since that would benefit from the piercing as well. We got up to 60% at the end. Level 15 basic attack, tons of attack speed. Pretty nice critical damage, a little bit of crit chance. Some nice projectile count for everything. Could probably use a bit more cast speed as well. But that was some of the highest damage, or AoE damage rather, that I've ever had. I've had a bit more single target before, but we were absolutely melting even the toughest AoE waves there with the working chain lightnings. Got a new unique jewel for some extra crowd control now. Cover 1 mana per skill cast. Same as the ring. Was that the only one? Yeah, I guess that and the jewel. But unique jewels seem to be pretty rare, so that is not bad. Actually a decent amount of runes now. I still think it's way too hard to use them. I've only gotten like one item recently that I would have been able to use them on, so I don't even know what they do yet. Just seems to be a little bit of a buffer. Whatever the affix already is, as far as I can tell. That's just the mod it already has, so I guess it must buff that in some way. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.